What up, everybody? Everybody, what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Everybody. That's kind of catchy. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said they wanted it like as a phone background or something, a ringtone. But anyway, it's something special happening this weekend. UFC 249. It's going to be awesome. And what better guy, what legendary guy to talk about than my man Dominick Cruz and his movement. How he slips and slides here. How he slips and slides there. How he teleports everywhere. Little $1 million rap right there for you. You know what I'm saying? It's been 4 years since this guy has fought. Not only that, he's fighting for the title. Are you kidding me? Before we get into that, a quick word from this video's sponsor, the legendary, the one and only, DraftKings. If you don't know who DraftKings is, well, let's be honest, we know you do. They are the leading daily fantasy sports brand in the world. UFC 249, that fight card is gonna be nuts. And when you got a little skin in the game with DraftKings, it's gonna make this fight card that much more exciting for you, if that's even possible. Cause who you got winning? I got my man Francis Ngannou, I got Dominick Cruz, and my dude Tony Fergalicious, AKA Tony Ferguson. And if you haven't tried it yet, fantasy MMA is so easy to play. All you gotta do, just pick 6 fighters, stay under the salary cap, and pile up points for advances, takedowns, knockdowns, and more. DraftKings is the leader in daily fantasy sports and is offering fantasy MMA contests for UFC 249 and has over $1 million up for grabs. And you new users out there, make sure you use promo code Wonderboy during signup and get a free shot at $1 million in prizes with your first deposit. And now to get the show on the road. In order to do that, I need my man, Sweet T. Get out here, Sweet T. Let's go. We banana way. Oh wait, is that the Cruz's footwork? Dude, you look just like him. Hard to hit. Look at that. Watch this. Look at that. Can't touch this. All right, Sweet T. We got Dominick Cruz, the man. This dude hasn't fought in 4 years. He's fighting for the belt. Do you think he's going to be in ring rust? I know he doesn't believe in ring rust.
He doesn't believe in it if you don't have that mental blockage of like, yeah,
right.
I got
staying
ring rust.
Positive, you know what I mean? I think he's going out there to do work. He seems super confident, man. He's always in the game. True martial artist, doesn't slow down. So my man Dominick Cruz is most known for his movement, right? His footwork.
If you look in the dictionary, footwork, Dominick Cruz would probably be there.
But what people don't realize...
The MMA dictionary.
Right, the MMA dictionary. But what people don't know is why his footwork is so good. Not because of his footwork, but because of his head movement.
Explain that.
Okay, for
Lost.
one, if you go back and you watch Dominick Cruz, it's his head that moves first, then his feet follow. So his head movement is through the roof. I mean, he's very hard to hit. So for instance, for you guys that are out there, it's very simple. If I'm standing up straight and I lean to my side, if my feet do not move, I'm falling on my face. So just like this, if I lean forward, my feet have to move.
Super interesting perspective because honestly, I've never heard that point that you just made. Of all of my years of training and expertise, I didn't pick up on it. People are like, footwork this, footwork that, look at the footwork. But it totally makes sense. Head moves,
then his feet move.
Feet follow.
But what happens is when he ever does move his head, he's not just moving his head and moving his head right back where he was. His whole body's moving, which putting him in different angles that you see. And even when he punches, he's moving his head. He punches, he moves his head, then his feet follow. He punches, moves his head, then his feet follows. So let's get into this a little bit. Let's break this down, son. Let's say from out long range striking. He loves to shuffle his feet. He backs up. He moves in. When he moves in and he backs out, he's using that method to draw out his opponent's strikes. A lot of guys think they can hit him from here, right? So he's moving. He gets in position. He backs out, and then he comes back in after the guy swings and misses. So he's very good at countering his opponent, right? But he doesn't just move in and out. He moves from side to side. And what I mean by that, all he does is he leans his head over. His head movement is not right here. Like you see in a lot of boxing, right? His head is way over here, okay? And then as he does this, he's striking, and his feet follows, right? His head moves, and then his feet follows. And then he moves back out. That said, you've got to have excellent footwork to be able to pull this off, or you're going to be tripping up all over yourself. So I think he moves his head a lot. Number one, you're not taking as much damage when you're moving your head, constantly moving your head. That's very difficult to really pick up on and be able to strike your opponent. Everybody wants to strike to the head. Very rarely do guys go to the body. So he's got his in and out movement, right? He's got his move, he shuffles his feet, he's moving here, he's moving there, his head moves this way, he's striking, bump. And so that's pretty much what he does long range. All right, the guy, I'm like out of breath right now from just doing that.
Yeah, me too.
I don't see how he does that. Now, obviously, I'm not Dominick Cruz, so it's very difficult. It's a weird style for me as well to be able to move like that, okay? But that's kind of what I'm getting when I'm watching him do his long range striking. Now, when he's on the inside, number one, if he wants to strike on the inside, or if he's looking for the takedown, or let's say his opponent closes the gap faster than what he thinks for him to react to, he still does the same movement from inside. It's not any of this, it's way down here. When your head is here, it's very hard to hit. I mean, I don't see anybody going, you know, like, punch. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if I was fighting Dominick
That's
Cruz,
it. You
maybe
duck,
that's
duck
it.
here.
Duck.
Hacky sack.
Oh, yeah, boom, done. I wonder if Sanders is gonna watch this before the fight.
Triple cringe.
Heck yeah. But he moves his head even from here, which sets him up perfectly for his angles. Now check this out. In close range, if I move my head to the side, let's say this guy swings his hand, right? And I move my head way over here. When my feet follow, look at the angle change I have now. Boo! He does that a lot. He still does that same movement. Now, if you go back and watch the Uriah Faber fight, he does the same
Which
thing.
one? One or two?
2.
Yeah, because he lost.
Yeah, because he lost the first one. But even when he's moving forward, Uriah really lunges out to try and hit him, right? So what he does, he dips it, and he goes right into the takedown. You normally, his head is on the inside, kind of like that George St. Pierre, you know, like takedown that GSP does.
You know that guy?
Yeah, who?
GSP?
Oh, yeah. So he likes to dip, and then as he changes, he's got the takedown right here. His head's already there. So even if it's long range or even if it's short range, the guy's doing the same movement. He moves his head, he moves his head, and his feet follow. Boom, he's doing the woo, 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 woo. And even he turns away. He moves in close, he'll actually turn away and move back out. He puts everything together. He's just as good as his striking as he is with his wrestling. I mean, that's gonna play a huge part in this fight. You stand in front of Triple C, he's gonna take you down, he's gonna hit you. Dominick Cruz has the movement, has the head movement, and the striking ability to beat Henry Cejudo.
Oh, so you're saying, so the way Cejudo wins the fight would have to be to nullify Cruz's movement,
Correct.
footwork, by the takedown,
Right.
right? That would be
Correct.
like his best shot at winning the fight.
It's going to be the battle of who closes the gap and who nullifies the movement. Henry Cejudo he picked up the karate movement, in and out, keeping good stance. He's got good power in his hands. Dominick Cruz, his unorthodox head movement, his foot movement, his angle changes, his takedowns. It's going to be difficult, man. It's going to be a really good fight. I guaranteed.
UFC 249, they're all going to be great
Crazy.
fights.
Crazy. It's going to be crazy, man. I can't wait.
You know what else I can't wait for?
What?
Going live right here on the channel with you for the final 3 fights of the night. The main card starts at 10 p.m. Eastern. And for the Ngannou Rosenstruck fight,
We'll be there for that one.
the Cruz Cejudo fight,
We'll be there for that one.
and then the Ferguson Gaethje fight.
So come hang out with us, man. We're gonna be reading your comments. We're gonna be chatting. We're gonna be chilling. We're gonna be munching. We're gonna be sipping. We're gonna be watching some fights with you guys. So come and join us. Something crazy happens. Guess what? You can say you were Stephen Wonderboy Thompson and Sweet Tea during the whole thing.
Yeah.
Mr. Tony, aka Sweet Tea.
Yes, sir.
Let these guys know what they gotta do. What they gotta do?
A few things you gotta do. Number one, you gotta make sure you smash the like button.
Smash it.
And then finally, that subscribe button.
Hup!
Now.
Get it, you guys. Catch you guys later.
Peace.
Peace, man. Moonwalk out of here.